Police officer accused of causing a crash that killed a fellow officer was back in court in Las Vegas. This as the department prepares to say goodbye to Officer Joshua Castellano. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live in West Haven tonight, where a wake is currently underway. And Matt, this is just such a tragedy.
Yeah, and that's how it's been described, Aaron. You can see that there is quite a large crowd here at the West Haven Funeral Home. The chief says it has been a very difficult week for her department. You have the wake that's going on right now, the funeral tomorrow morning, all while this morning the fellow officer whom police say was behind the wheel during that deadly crash, well, he was facing a judge in Las Vegas. Charged with driving under the influence and resulting in a death, New Haven officer Robert Ferraro could face anywhere from 2 to 20 years behind bars if found guilty in a Nevada courtroom.
This is not just a best friend that passed away. This is a police partner.
Police in Las Vegas say Ferraro was behind the wheel of a Rolls-Royce last Friday morning when he lost control. The crash killing 35-year-old Joshua Castellano, a 7-year veteran of the force. According to Ferraro's attorney, the two were part of an annual trip of fellow officers planning to spend the weekend in Vegas.
Josh Castellano was high school buddies with Mr. Ferraro. They've known each other for years. They went through the police academy together. It is a huge, huge, devastating loss that's being felt, regardless of what ends up happening in this case.
Free on $100,000 bond and no longer on house arrest, Ferraro can return to Connecticut, but he'll be under intense supervision, including checking in once a week, along with being on an alcohol monitor to make sure he's not drinking. He's also not allowed to drive. Here in Connecticut, New Haven's chief says it's been a long week for her department, dealing with the loss of a beloved officer.
They're mourning, they're grieving. Some days are better than others. We're trying to just keep a handle on everybody, make sure we're saying, what do you need? Are you okay? And everybody's stepping up.
That means peer support, employee assistance, and even comfort dogs coming into the police department, while also on hand for the wake and funeral. But the chief says that love and support needs to be there not just now, but well into the future.
Making sure after, right? It's in a week, it's in a month, that we're not forgetting his team, his class, just the whole police department, because Josh was so loved everywhere he went.
Good track.